Hi, so you just saw me cut down a whole bunch of peas that have gone over in the vegetable garden. And I did some other clearing as well of things that were getting out of control. You could barely walk through the path to get around the garden. So I'm going to show you kind of what it looks like now that it's cleared up. Let's take a look. You'll have to forgive the lighting if it gets in the way. It's now evening time. It's cooled down a lot, so this is much nicer time to show you. So on this side, there were a whole bunch of shelling peas and some snap peas that were gone over, and then as well on this side too. The other thing that's here that was taking up a lot of space was that nasturtium. It was taking up about 3/4 of the path, I'd say. So between the floppy peas and the nasturtium, there was not much space left. On top of that, the nasturtium was pretty much completely covered in aphids, which is okay, but you don't really want to be brushing past it when it's so full of aphids. So the nice thing about the aphids is it has been bringing in the ladybugs. There have been so many ladybugs in our garden. It's been great. And there are so many aphids that it's pretty much just like aphid carcasses all over the ground here. And the other thing I noticed, especially since I got this cleared out and chopped up, what's left, there are a number of ladybugs and in the various stages of their life cycle. So that's always really interesting to see. And it's nice to know that there's more ladybugs coming, you know, to eat more aphids and whatnot later as they progress. So the other thing that's here is this tub of water, which is also full of aphids because they've just been falling into the tub from the nasturtium. And that is kind of my next project. You can see I've got a few things out here. We are going to make this little tub into a dipping thing for a watering can, because I have a container to collect rainwater from our house, and it's so fast to scoop up water from a container into your watering can as opposed to filling it with a hose. It just takes forever to wait for the hose to fill up a watering can. So I've got a plan that this tub will automatically fill itself as you use the water, which seems great. Okay, so I just did some setup to get this ready to get started. I ran around and got the hose drawn from the rain barrel to bring it closer to where this basin is. So it's gonna come out of this hedge here under these orange daylilies, along the back of this bed, across the little path behind this bed, and then around the corner to there's the barrel or basin, I guess. So I know the hose will reach, which is an important thing to know ahead of time. And now it's just a matter of putting the parts together. I've got some 90-degree corners, a faucet adapter, as it says it is, and a little bit of irrigation hose, the kitchen scissors, and a little trowel. I dug out some of the wood chips here There's the end of the hose, so that we could kind of half cover it in wood chips so it'd be nice and tidy. And this is the magic piece. Oh, those black corners didn't come with it. I had to get those ones as well. This is the magic part where the water comes in the top here, and then it comes out to the side, and there's a float in the bottom of this. So when the water rises, the float floats and stops the water from coming in. So it will automatically stop adding water once it gets to the height. You know, it's just a little bit up the side of this little basin in the bottom of it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start at this corner and then work backwards to the basin, and then we'll connect the hose after. Okay, so we need a corner for this corner, and these little lengths, this one seems like it's just the right length already. So, now that I'm remembering this, I think some of the reviews said that you might need to warm this up to slip it on. Okay, I'm gonna go get the heat gun or something, and we'll be back. Okay. Bit hot down there. Okay, it works. It was harder than I expected. I found the heat gun and the long extension cord, which was all tangled, of course. How else would you put it away? Okay, so we got one in, and now we just have to do 4 more, I think. Maybe it's 3 more. Okay, we need one at this end. Oh, it's a little ladybug coming to see me, just on the edge there. Okay, and now vertical. I was thinking of cutting off some of these threads so that this was shorter. As you could see, we could cut off like an inch of threads there, which means we could have another inch of water height in the basin, which would be lovely. Okay. I might get the garden pruners. Here we are back. Hopefully these cut better. I know I need to sharpen them. They were not cutting very well today. There we go. So this is the side, right? Okay, let's give this a try. I don't know about you, but this is always the way home projects seem to go. Things that, you know, you don't really do very often or have never done before. You get started and then you realize you don't have the right tool or you need something else, and then it's just stop and go all the time. It's a big pain. And it means it takes you about twice as long to do something as it should. All right, so then this is gonna go in there, and just need a bit of hose to connect to this. I don't think this hose is meant for this though. So I need some other hose, which I have, but again, you know, home projects. You never have all the things you need. Okay, about this much. Okay, let's go look. All right, good news is there's a bit laying around behind one of the garden beds. So I think this will slip onto these corners much more easily, because I think this is actually what is meant to go on these corners. Oh, that's so much better. But I'm gonna warm it up anyways. There, that'll just make my life easier. If they all went on that easy, it would be so easy. But they might not stay on, I guess, if they went on that easy. And this one has, there's a special name for this. It has these little teeth inside that grabs onto it. And so I think I'm going to see if I can cut off some of the top of this valve, so that we can raise the valve up a bit, get a bit more height in the dipping basin, and then we should be all ready to go. After that, it's just me fussing around. I was planning on trying to use this little bird bath to make it look kind of cute and ornamental, and maybe keep my toddler's hands out of it. We'll see. Yeah, okay, so I cut off some of the threads. This is much better now. There was many more threads on there. Let's get that out of the way. Oh, this is hollow and it's full of water. I had no idea it was hollow. You can hear it sloshing around in there. Great. Okay, so it's gonna go about like that. Now we can plug it in and see if it works. Oh, we're gonna need the shop vac because I've set this hose up as a siphon. No need to draw water into it. All right, maybe we'll finish this tonight, or maybe we'll finish it tomorrow. I guess you'll find out. We'll get this valve out of the way and see if we get better suction through there. Ooh, that's a very close fit. Ah! Oh, jeez. Okay, the problem with this scheme is now you have to put it back together with the water running. Okay. Okay, so obviously the water is flowing. Was that half the battle? Maybe. Maybe not. Nice. I think I might add a couple little eye straps to fasten this to the to this garden bed. Hold it still so it doesn't flop around. Otherwise, I think this is a success. It's just a matter of if it will stop when it gets to the top. It looks like it's just about to shut off. This is great. Okay. All right, well, I guess we'll try again another time.